Hi, I'm Eddie Persson, and I'm heading up the Creative Labs team in Stockholm at Universal Music. Creative Labs, it's an in-house creative agency that works exclusively with artists signed to Universal Music. Making the most out of social media, to me, that is where you're doing the most of what you got, and sometimes the situation isn't that optimal. It could be that the artist is out on tour, or that, for example, a video doesn't turn out as good as you expected. So, my first case that I will talk to you about is Avicii Begins. It's an interactive Instagram story that we created for Avicii. The problem was that we were about to launch his new album, Stories, and as you might know, Avicii is a super successful artist. 2014, he was the most streamed artist, and to take it from there, it basically means that it should be a walk in the park, but sometimes it's just not. In this case, Avicii was out touring, and we didn't have access to him. And we wanted to connect him and make the fans feel closer to him. And this is really problematic if you don't have access to the artist himself. So, what we did. Oh, can I get some audio for this?
Music and brainwash the population.
Wait.
After enslaving the human race, Dr. Hush banned all music and brainwashed the population into mindless zombies. You are Avicii, and your mission is to infiltrate Dr. Hush's broadcasting station and play the last remaining song in the world to awaken the people.
That is the plot of the campaign. So what we did was basically to work with the tagging function within the Instagram itself. So we basically set up several accounts, linking them to each other, and made it possible for the fans to make the decision on where to go next in the story. So in this case, for example, you could choose to go to the rooftop or go underground. And what we did was to throw in some social media bait. When you have something that you're really proud of, we felt like this could be something really inspiring for people, but we didn't really want to count on it to happen on itself. So what we did was to include several other famous stars into the plot. So you could take some help from Brianna, or walk through an alley with a dead mouse, or you could call Justin Bieber. And hopefully one of these ones would actually swallow the bait and post it in their own social media. So what happened here was that deadmau5 picked it up. And well, hey, at least they have hired better illustrators than ghost producers and songwriters. And the illustrators were actually fairly good. We did a good job with that. And this was good for us for two reasons. First and foremost, it made us reach his audience, but we also got something new to talk about. Because you have several stages in the launch of a campaign. You can definitely talk about that you've done something creatively and that you are doing something for the first time. But once you burn that, you need to find something new to talk about. And this gave us a new topic and sort of a beef between deadmau5 and Avicii. So the campaign was based around 27 accounts, 405 images, and 5 videos. So it was basically a mindfuck to set this all up. But what it helped us with was we wanted to engage the passionate fan, and the newcomer as well. So you could just go one path and end up at a new song and listen to that one, or you could explore several different ways. And that was basically the main goal with it, but it was a lot of pictures, and late at night to sit and upload those ones, that was definitely a big hassle for us. So, spoiler alert, but Avicii wins. But we actually had 5 more videos, so to make it easier for fans to explore and find new tracks, because the tracks span from such a variety to pop from hip hop, and we really wanted people to explore those tracks. And what I want to say here is that it's not always easy to create those things. When you talk about Avicii, for example, he's a quite private person, so he's not that into his social media game, so to speak. So you need to find other angles on how to make it work. So this was our angle to create more content, to talk about the music, and let people experience Avicii and feel closer to him. The next campaign is a perfect case where you get a video that isn't as engaging as you would like it to, not to the artist and not to us. And it's difficult to work with it in that sense that, you know, you can listen to a song and view the video, and then you continue to it because you like the song, or you could also like the video and you want to view it once more. So what we did for Tove and her new single, Time Bomb, was to try to create something extra to the video, which we thought didn't really had what it takes.
How many times have you been nervous before clicking play on a YouTube video?
And to me, when we started creating this campaign, I realized, like, the last time I was nervous on the internet, that was when Chat Roulette launched. And I was like, that was really, really intriguing for me. Like clicking, you know, when you were pairing together with someone, then I got really, really nervous. And I wanted to sort of add that to this campaign as well. This is usually how you watch a video. You sit in front of your computer and you do it alone. But what if we add another person, someone you never met before, and you watch the video together? Would we then create a special moment? So basically, what we did was to create a website where you got paired together with another fan. In this case, it's Kim that meets Jesse. You would probably never have met in real life, but for the next 3.5 minutes, you will share a brief moment with each other, no strings attached. So it's basically a digital one-night stand. And since we wanted to upload the video to YouTube, we needed to create the website. So when you push play, that's when it all syncs. And what this really made possible was people to get engaged in the video and want to see it over and over again. So people actually saw it 3, 5, 10 times. And we saw numbers where people saw it, the viewing time of the video was much higher than it usually is. And as an Easter egg, you could actually sync with Tove herself. So adding that dimension to it, where you, as a fan, can watch the music video together with your biggest idol. That is something that I think is really fun and really added to the campaign.
The We Are Time Bomb campaign turned a regular YouTube music video into a social viewing experience, increasing views and conversation. But most importantly, the campaign enabled people to feel what it's like to be a time bomb with someone. Exactly what Tove felt when she wrote the song.
So, exactly as we told you here in the video, Tove actually loved this campaign. She actually felt a bit sad when we got the video. She felt like it didn't really hit that nerve that she really thought about when she wrote that song. So by adding this extra dimension and giving something extra to the fans, she felt like we were on to the same point that she thought about when she released the song. And to tie back to what I talked to you guys about in the beginning is that the situation isn't always optimal. I would say it's the opposite. It's never optimal. Sometimes the artist is out on tour, sometimes they just don't really find the angle on how to work the social space. I definitely think that you need to be engaged in social media, but some artists aren't, and they don't feel that it's that close to them, but they really want to be close to the fans. So then we as a record company or as Creative Labs, we need to find angles on how to communicate the artist and their vision in the best possible way. This image, for example, this was actually Tim, Avicii himself, who asked us, can you add an image where you tell the fans that I never do promo? And, well, we could definitely do that. And that sort of sums it up. When you release an album, you need to stay connected to your fans. Some people do it natively. If you look at YouTubers nowadays, they are really good at it. They do it all the time. But some artists, they want to focus on the music, and they should focus on the music. Both Avicii and Tove is fairly successful, I would say. And not necessarily because of the campaigns, but what we add to it is to embrace their vision, make them feel proud of what they stand for, and to reach a new audience without changing the way they are or what they think. So that's all I had today. If you want to contact me, this is my email address, and please visit our website for more cases. Thank you, guys.